Hey, good morning, good morning. Brian J. Charles from Memphis, Tennessee. I was up in Adam this morning. I kind of got out and moved around just a little. Me and baby, we was able to knock up on a few dollars on yesterday, so we midways to where we're trying to go in regards to our weekly fares. At any rate, man, we're going all out to get Amy Weirich's criminal enterprise off our lives. She has stalked us now for the duration of our marriage. Again, she stalked us away from our home at 901 North Royal in Jackson, Tennessee. This was way in 2008. I didn't have a clue that it was Amy Weirich who was doing all this treachery in my life until I saw her myself personally. September 29th of 2020 in downtown Atlanta. Me and my wife, if you pay attention to my Twitter X accounts and Facebook pages and YouTube or what have you, Miss Weirich, man, was able to seize a unemployment insurance account that me and my wife were getting. She was able to seize it actually in July of 2020 from San Diego, California. Mind you, she gang stalked us all the way to Fillmore, Utah. Me and the missus, we were just trying to stay alive and stay COVID free and get our unemployment until the system came back up, and we were looking to get back into the salon and be rich by now. Well, Regis Salons, in conjunction with Empire Education Group, has stolen all our financial aid and loan monies and our identities. And they have people not only then, now, living great lives using our Social Security numbers. I pay attention where we are forced to be living right now. I noticed that these people, they have big trucks pull up and get it ain't but a few people there. But I'm guessing that Miss Weirich has been using my Social Security number, my wife's, my deceased brother, and my deceased mother, using those, but they're using the people's in the city's real name. But a lot of times, see, if my friend is, just say my friend, hypothetically, is the manager at Kroger. Hypothetically, Walmart, Gateway Tire, Cadence Bank, Days Inn Motel, Motel 6. Just say my friends, just name any hotel or something of that nature you can name, and your friend is in there. Now, and you done got somebody's personal information, and you trying to create a life out of this person's life, especially you stalking them, looking right at them. You see? So that's what I believe is happening in me and my wife's life. But I've sent my Social Security number, me and the missus. I don't know my mother's, Miss Gina Charles, or my deceased brother, Tony Gilmore Charles' Social Security number, but I've said this enough times where law enforcement is supposed to be checked into this. But we know Miss Weirich, she just been up the highway there, what's that, a couple of years now. She still got her people sitting right there, grabbing all the computer work, everything come through there, Miss Weirich screening it. Just like she be doing at this hotel I'm at. You see? So I asked the lady when she first sent this Negro who was in 214, why in the hell did you put him up right next to me? Oh, he black. So this guy couldn't have no job because he's a 603. What I mean by that, he's incompetent. All he can do is tote the computers and tote the iPhones and project signals. That's all he can do. He probably get a check of some kind, and then he probably was placed right there by these people there at the NEA intervention, crisis intervention type place here. But anywhere you take and put Negroes at, when them Social Security numbers are available behind that COVID-19, you're going to have some criminal activity. Don't let it be no white person over them. Of the feminist mentality, for lack of better wording. Then you're going to have a problem. The person of color, the heterosexual male, always have problems out of these women who want to be a man. That's because they have to go and purchase apparatuses, where the real man, he got his apparatus with him. So these people, that's a form of mental illness. I won't go into that. Because a great majority of our population is operating in mental illness right now, due to the miseducational process here in America. But they set up the Greek fraternities and different things to whereas they can get these people in place where they can safeguard for the king. It's how that thing was set up. You see, these Greeks in these sororities. They believe that they can get away with anything because when they were initiated and taken over, ain't no telling what they did to get in there. That's why I didn't get in it. I had several friends, Kappas, Qs, everybody, Sigmas. Everybody was wanting me to be a part of that. But when I saw the degradation and the dehumanization that went with it, hey man, you mean to tell me I got to go through all this and then I'm your brother then? Just to have a good life here in the physical? My wife, she complained to me, and she has a right to complain. She said to me yesterday, she said, baby, baby, is these people gonna, baby, just take our whole lives? We've been talking about this for 20 years now. I met my wife March 21st, 2006 in downtown Atlanta. And man, we became a professional cosmetologist in 14, 15 respectively. But we've been trying to have a decent life since I met my wife. And Miss Weirich has been stalking me for all of my adult life. She came in there in 91. I was 18 in 86. This Bill Gibbons' office has been stalking me prior to that because I was a key witness in a matter where my brother had to stab this person who was up on our porch, a guy you would kind of consider this a prominent European, old Billy Russell over there at Rose College. It may have been Southwestern then. At any rate, I was the key witness for the defense. And I walked my brother out of there. Well, that brother is deceased now. Miss Weirich and them, I believe they got in behind his car. You know how she'll send the police up on you like they coming for an official stop. Like they came at me last, what was that? That was on, she sent the police to our room there at the Days Inn, Labor Day of 2024 last year. Mind you, that hotel we were in, she had to seize control over their whole Wi-Fi, everything. So I'm currently getting a receipt every time I hand my money to these people. I need a receipt for my money. I don't trust you. You showing me you don't trust me. So what the fuck I look like trusting you? The feeling is mutual. You despise people of color. I despise you. But this is business. This shouldn't have nothing to do with personal. Let you know how incompetent people be. So these organizations, I've watched Amy Weirich get hotels shut down, whole malls in behind this situation I'm in. Regis Salons owns Sally's. I went into Sally's one day here in this city I'm in. I went in there to just maybe purchase me something. Miss Weirich stalked me into there, and they have their people in whatever city we go in. That's where they have to be because they have to project signals like they us, trying to keep them fraudulent debit and credit cards going in. Social Security, disability, you name it. This is all on the line for Venus Britton, Morris Blake, these type of people. They call them paper. They say they play paper. Taking a motherfucker's life that they know. You know? Hey man, I tell you, I pray to God I can get repaired. Well, I can strike at some of these motherfuckers who thought I was something to play with for playing with my life like this. You see? I just wish I can get repaired. And they don't have you, Morris. I'm going to have to pay you a visit, boy. I'm going to pay you a visit, boy. Dick in that boot ass nigga, you. I'm going to pay you a visit, boy. I'm going to get out of here, man. Me and my wife are aggravated identity theft, special aggravated identity theft, for special aggravated cyber gang stalking victims of ex-Shelby County District Attorney Amy Weirich, in conjunction with Regis Salons Empire Education Group. The people involved, I've named some organizations, but the people who initiated this was Hugh Sawyer, then CEO of Regis Salons, and Beth Tina Montgomery Nasinger Krause, some capacity of financial aid with Empire Education Group, who were 55% owned by Regis Salons prior to me filing this paperwork in October. When I filed the paperwork, Regis Salon's empire went into an all-out assault on me and my wife's life. They was trying to kidnap my wife. It was August 20th of 2017. They kidnapped me August 24th of 2017, but they couldn't kill me because they had to report the arrest, the kidnapping. Like I was just talking about here when they came to my room Labor Day. She sent some white people. I'm asking for receipts, and all the time they ain't got no receipts. Miss Wire's computer is being Mr. Morrow and them is trying to catch up with this bitch. So she shut the whole thing down. It was trying to get me out, and did get me out of there. Got me in prison again falsely. In hell. I'm licensed cosmetologist and master barber, so who is living my life? Why Miss Weirich making me out to be this incorrigible? Morris Blake. Various people who he gave it to. We had niggas over in North Memphis. They chased me out of my house. My mother was dying in 95, December of 95. Early January. It was late December is when she passed. My mom had to look me in my eyes and told me that she wasn't coming back home. Basically, she saw the condition I was in. It destroyed me to see my mother like that. So I resorted to what I had been resorting to up to that point. I went to using crack, trying to escape. So my mother, she didn't like to see me like that. The last time I seen her over there at the Baptist Hospital on Union, they were moving her from, I guess they were going to change the sheets in her bed. And she coughed, and I didn't believe that they moved fast enough, and I jumped up. I was finna get on somebody. My mother, that was all I had. And I was going through it that time, Anyway, she got out of here on me, and she told me to get the stuff out the house. Don't be going nowhere and get in trouble taking nothing to get that stuff, because I can't make you bond. And she knew Venus and the rest that we had left there when they were there too. They was like vultures. My sister Venus Britton and my auntie Catherine, my step auntie Catherine Charles, and her daughter Sandra Charles, they were like vultures as my mother was dying. They had been there with my mother when my brother Tony was killed. So these people, you got some people in the families, they the worst motherfuckers. All they is, they worse than those lawyers who chase the ambulances. These motherfuckers trying to get Social Security numbers and carry on with their lives and leave you holding the bag. Go around, call everybody in the family, let them know you the bad guy. You this, you that. All the time they stealing your life, hoping you die. Venus sick this nigga Daryl Hard up on me. He played pro football back in the day. I remember back in 1989, I'd be telling my story sometime. I used to take the girl over to his apartment there. He was playing USFL or something during that time, or may have been out the league. So he was there in Jackson, Tennessee all the time. Venus been and stole my identity since I was a child. See, somebody begin, check it. These people be getting income taxes off people, and they been dead. Let alone while they was alive, and they weren't even looking into that. So me and my mother, we come up and I was poor. So my mother didn't have no knowledge of that. Venus ran a circle around my mother, listening to Thelma and them over there, her aunties, playing her. My mother thinking this her daughter and that she ain't gonna have no disdain or no hatred for me. But hey, man, shit, the families will be the worst one. The Bible said mother against daughter. I ain't coming up with nothing new. So my sister Venus Britton was instrumental, is instrumental right now in my special aggravated identity theft cyber gang stalking. Morris Blake. But they couldn't do it without the assistance and the apparatuses of ex-Shelby County District Attorney Amy Weirich. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have to say this before we're repaired. Otherwise, America is on its way to being collapsed. If these crimes are unable to continue on forward, America is on its way down. Here's a brother of color. We'll cut a rug. I can still see all that talking they did in front of the Lorraine Motel after the Tyree Nichols verdict. God rest Tyree Nichols' soul, but Brian J. Charles and Denise Robinson Charles are still alive, and they get no help. You see, Tyree Nichols can't enjoy that, what his parents and them fighting for right now. But I'm still alive, me and my wife. And we're looking to be repaired any day now.